All right, hello YouTube. Are we live? Okay, so I just got the notification on my phone. I think we should be running and we should be good. Let me just turn the volume down a little bit so you don't hear my TV. I've got CNBC running on as well, just to keep me updated. And all I can see is that Elon Musk wants to buy OpenAI, I think, for like 100 billion, which is totally crazy. But anyways, we're gonna check out the charts in a second. I'm just gonna drop a quick message on our free Telegram. If you haven't joined, make sure to do so. There's a lot of valuable information. There's gonna be a link below this stream. If you're not watching this live, then check out the links below this video in the description box. I'm gonna leave a link for our free Telegram channel, and also go over to our website trendlineforex.com. We've got plenty of courses. We've got free courses as well. If you're just starting out, we've got probably the best beginners course out there. It's just so much information, a lot of detailed information as well, explained in a very simple way so everybody can get it. It's completely free. Don't have to pay. Don't have to put in your credit card number or whatever. All you have to do is to sign up on our website. Just give us your email, and you will have full access to a free trading course. So go and do that right now, and then come back to the stream, obviously. So just gonna drop a quick message, like I said, on Telegram, so people know that we're actually live. All the updates, anything that we do, goes through our free Telegram first. So that's why I'm telling you it's very important to join. Okay. Live on YouTube. So I'm gonna need that link. I can see a little bit of movement on euro dollar already. There's still a minute until 8 a.m. London time. So what about GU? Not that much, but euro, yen, and pound yen looking good as well. Okay, so what do we need? I need to get that link. I'm also gonna drop a message on Twitter. Just gonna take me a couple of more minutes. You guys stick around. Okay. So obviously we have very important news today. If you don't have a good setup before the news, do not enter that trade. Keep protect your capital, keep it safe, keep it simple. Just wait for the news and then look for trading opportunities. I mean, it will become much easier knowing in which direction to trade once the news are over, because you will see in which direction the market is going. And if you look at the first 1 hour candle after the news and the market is going nowhere, and it's pretty much giving you kind of an indecision candle with long wicks to both sides, it's probably best to wait for another few hours. Maybe leave it until tomorrow. All right, that's when you're gonna have a much clearer idea as to in which direction the market is going. It really is simpler than a lot of people think it is. It's just because a lot of people are rushing to trade, so they open trades without having a confirmation, without seeing what the market actually wants to do. All right, so we don't trade what we think is going to happen, we trade what the market does. It literally is as simple as that. Okay, all right, 8 o'clock already. So let's see what we got. We've got the 1 hour time frame. Okay, and like I said yesterday, I was expecting that the market is going to go up, and I'm actually expecting that we will see a continuation to the upside after the news. All right, so I'm not talking about a reversal of the downtrend or anything like this, but even if we continue that pullback a little bit higher, we're still technically in a downtrend. All right, and I think we're going to continue this pullback just because we had a pretty strong reaction already, down here with this massive move to the upside, taking out some previous major structure. We then had a pullback, and I'm only saying that this was a pullback because obviously we could not manage to break below this previous low. So it's technically a pullback forming a higher low in the market, higher than this previous one. All right, you follow this? And then we've got a strong impulse to the upside, all right, reaching previous highs, and now we have just a pullback again. So we're not being able to break below this current low. Okay, so it makes a lot of sense that we're probably going to see another continuation to the upside. But like I said, this is what I think is going to happen. So taking long trades right now is risky. However, if you drop down to a lower time frame, and if that's what the market does, then you can potentially look for trading opportunities. I would suggest though, move your stops to break even as soon as possible. Okay, so the thing is, we did have a rejection right here, okay, on the 15-minute time frame, and that rejection comes right near this previous high. So it looks like we're now pushing up, and we're probably going to find more volume and more momentum for price to continue higher. Now the only thing is that until the news later today, we may see either a pullback or the market pretty much trading sideways, which is not ideal. So even if you have a setup, or personally how I view it, if I have a setup but the market condition is not right and not there, I'm either going to enter with less volume, lower lot size, or I'm just going to skip the trade. So this is something that you must have as a rule in your trading. Okay, let me just drop that message very quick. Forgot to post it on Twitter. Okay, here we go. All right, I think we should be good now. Right. So yeah, overall, I'm looking for an upside continuation on euro dollar and pound dollar. I just want to see whether we're going to get that bullish momentum in the beginning of the session in order to be looking for long trades, because if it doesn't, then that probably means I'm just going to have to wait for the news and then look for trading opportunities after that. But until then, it's very important to notice how price action moves, what it's trying to tell us, so we know whether price will continue to the upside even before the news. If it does, then that means we can look for buying opportunities, obviously, right? Okay, so that's what we have here on the 15-minute time frame on euro dollar. I'm actually expecting to see, right, I'm just gonna grab my pen too. Now if I go down again to the 15-minute time frame, yeah, I would love to see if the market does something like this. So it takes out this previous low and it then goes back to the upside. If something like this happens, that would be great. And also, if there is going to be a pullback, even though it looks like we're now pushing higher, but even if there is a pullback anywhere around the 61.8 level, the 38.2 level, also anywhere within this area, that makes sense. Okay, so if that fib stays like this, then I'm going to be looking for that pullback. One, we're going to have a retest of previous high, and two, we're going to take out previous structure right here. So a setup like this is what I'm basically looking for. Like I said, we're going to take out this previous structure, we're going to retest this previous high. Okay, so we've got a couple of confluences already telling us that we may have a potential trade around this area. Why is my mouse playing up a bit? Okay, So let's see. It looks like though we're gonna continue higher. I'm not sure. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. What else? Let me just delete that fib. I like my charts clean and tidy. Then we have pound dollar. So let's see how it goes. I'm just gonna place that horizontal level right here, expecting that we may have a reaction around this previous high. So what does that mean? It means that we could push a little bit higher, and then we may have, you know, again the same thing. We've got the previous high, we've got previous structure. So as long as we come anywhere down here for a retest of this previous high, and also taking out those stops sitting below the equal lows, you know, a good signal candle would mean an entry for me. And I'm talking about one of those candles, right? Or we may have a couple of those candles, even better. Okay, we want to see rejection once we drop down below that previous structure. Okay, then we can potentially look for buying opportunities. So euro dollar and pound dollar, I kind of like the setups. So we'll see how it goes. Now, what's going on with gold? I think I mentioned this yesterday that coming down here, all the way down here to retest this previous structure would be looking good, right? So if we drop down to the 15-minute time frame, we were looking for potential entries once price took out this previous structure, but we didn't get that reversal, did we? So we dropped even lower, and we basically tested that previous structure to the left that we talked about. Okay, so what is going to happen today? I actually think we're going to see a continuation higher. Okay, so if you look at the higher time frames, obviously we're going to be looking for buying opportunities. The thing is, I feel like pretty soon we're going to see a deeper pullback, just because we've been pushing up without any stronger pullback for such a long time that even if we drop, you know, quite a few pips to the downside, it still makes sense. You know, we're still going to be in an uptrend, so we're still going to be looking for buying positions. We're just going to have to wait out for the pullback to end. Now, I'm not sure when this pullback is going to happen. Obviously, we've got important news today, so it could be today. I'm not sure. We'll see. But if we look at the 15-minute time frame, if we come slightly lower and we then see that reversal happening, well, this is what I'm going to be looking for, and this is going to be my entry signal. Okay, but I really need to see a good reversal. I mean, if you look at the 15-minute time frame, something like this would be good. Okay, but I'm also going to be looking to move my stops to break even as soon as I can, right? So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there's definitely potential for gold for trades probably later today. I'm not sure it's going to happen in the first hour of the session. But yeah, as long as we take out those equal lows right here, so that means another drop to the downside. I'm then going to be looking for a strong rejection and price closing back, you know, being bullish. So we'll see how it goes. I do have a long bias on gold as well. Right. Okay. Euro yen and pound yen. Well, I need a pullback. But overall, I'm expecting for price to continue higher again. Obviously, I just need to see a pullback. All right. So imagine getting a pullback to this previous high right here, and then getting an entry, getting a rejection around this level. Well, this is going to be a really good setup. So as long as that happens, then I'm going to be looking to take a long trade. Before that, I'm not sure. I mean, where do I place my stop loss if I enter a trade now? All right, you enter a trade now. Where do you place your stop loss? Now, arguably, you can go down to the 15-minute time frame, but still, I don't have anywhere to place my stop loss. I'm not going to place my stop loss right here, obviously, okay? Because we can do something like this, then go back to the upside, and again, it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? So we just need a pullback. We need a new structure, a lower structure, so we can place our stop loss, and not look stupid. Right, so it's simple as that. So euro yen and pound yen, I'm looking for an upside continuation here as well. I just need that pullback to happen in order for me to enter the trade. All right, pretty decent opportunities, I would say. The only thing is that trading before high impact news is never a good idea. Now, it really depends on what kind of setup you get, but you know, just try. I mean, if you're going to be entering a trade, you don't enter a trade right before the news or a few minutes before the news, right? If you're going to be entering a trade now and then the news are in the afternoon, then that's fine, because by that time, if your trade is in profit, you can either close that trade or you can move your stops to break even, and you're basically almost risk free, all right, during the news. So if this is how you do it, then that's fine. But if you enter a trade right before, say you're trading the 15-minute time frame, you enter a trade and then in half an hour you get high impact news. This is quite risky, just because half an hour means two 15-minute candles. Nothing really is going to happen in two 15-minute candles, at least not most of the time, right? Occasionally it could happen, but yes. Okay, my voice needs to go up. Right. My bad. Sorry about that. I didn't check that, but I'm glad you said it. So let me see. Is that a little bit better? Not sure. You gotta tell me though. Maybe I need to hold the mic closer to me. Okay, let me see. Uh, well, I hope that's better now. But please let me know. Can you hear well? Spaceship. Yeah, that's a good username. Okay, nice. Thanks for your confirmation. Okay. So I pretty much shared my analysis. Thanks, Denisov. Now, all that's left to do is to follow price action. See how it goes. Are you guys looking for any trades this morning? Just double check something. On Tesla, I'm not really looking into stocks that much, to be honest. Alright, let me see. Yeah, I mainly do Forex. Not even crypto. I mean, mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum, but other than that, I'm not really looking into crypto either. Hi, Christoph. Good morning. So there's a couple of ways to do that. You can either go to, let me show you very quick. So you can join the free Telegram first if you haven't done it already. And on pretty much every single post, there is a button to send us EM, to send us a message, private message. So you can message us there and let us know that you want to join, or you can also go to our website trendlineforex.com. I just think there is an update on the website right now for the next few minutes, for the next half an hour maybe. So you'll be able to do it. Just give it a try in about half an hour. You can go over to our website. I'm trying to open the website now, but it looks like there is an update because it's not loading. And um and yeah, there is a section where you can go to our premium analysis group. So you can click on there. You can go through all the information just to get yourself familiar with what you're gonna get in the premium channel. And yeah, you can pay straight from our website. We do 3, 6, or 12 months of subscription. We don't do a single month, and we don't send trading signals. So if this is what you're looking for, then our premium channel is not the right group for you. We don't do signals. What we do in the premium channel is every single day before the London session starts, I go through each one of those instruments, at least most of them, and I'm giving you updates on key levels, what we can expect for the day ahead. Should we buy or sell those pairs? That includes gold, Bitcoin, all the yen cross pairs, the majors together with Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, and so on. If you are trading Forex, obviously, then pretty much every single instrument that you trade, we're going to cover this on a daily basis. So people in the premium channel, they get daily updates on each one of those instruments. And not just lower time frames, but it's mainly the higher time frames. So yeah, it is amazing. It's very helpful for people that kind of know how to trade, but at the same time, they're not very confident in their skills, so to speak. Because sometimes you open up the charts and you just feel like you're lost. You don't know whether the market is going up, it's going down. Should you buy? Should you sell? Um, and um, uh, and so following daily video analysis like this in the premium channel, it's very very helpful. You're never going to feel lost again. Um, Signals, we don't do signals. This is what I'm trying to say. Signals are not helpful if you're trying to learn how to trade independently, how to be able to manage your money and be able to trade your money in order to make more money. Signals are never a good idea. Even if you have some success in the short term, it's not going to work out in the long term. Trust me. A lot of people have tried it. It doesn't work the way they think it works. And I'm telling you, we used to send signals before, and what used to happen was some people make money, other people lose money, and they're following exactly the same signals. Specific stop loss level, one specific take profit level, and an entry level. And you get a group of people, some of them make money, some of them lose money. So how does that happen? It happens because people don't have the right psychology. They don't know why the signal was sent. What was the idea behind this trade? So even if I tell people do not close this trade while it's in negative, some people don't like to be in a loss, so they will close the trade. And then the trade reverses and it makes money to those who listen to what we actually say. So for me personally, there's no point to send signals. It doesn't mean people are going to be making money, even if I am making money, right? Exactly. Yeah, people who have tried it, they know. Okay, spaceship. Send me a message on Telegram. Let me drop a link for you. Let me go to. All right, I'll try and do that. Yeah, I think that works. Send me a message on Telegram. Right, let's see how it goes. We're gonna get another bullish impulse here on the majors. If we do, then that probably means we're gonna see bullish price action for the next at least half an hour. Now GJ looks like there is a reversal, but Euro Yen does not. In fact, on Euro Yen, it looks like it's more likely to see a reversal on those previous um, couple of candles. I'm not going to be entering a trade, so this is not a trade signal, right? I'm just saying. But then you look at pound yen, and it definitely doesn't look good. If you're looking for a continuation to the upside, even though I would much prefer to see a bit of a pullback here. Looks like gold is about to push up. Yeah, Mohammed, I saw your message. Yeah, do you guys think Sam Altman will sell ChatGPT or OpenAI, I think, to to Elon Musk for 100 billion. I don't think he'll do it. But it's just crazy. You see how much money. See how much money they're talking about. It is ridiculous. Okay. Go back to the 15-minute time frame. Hmm. Now see how my trading has changed with the years. Now, I used to look for those setups. So I'll be looking to take a buy trade now. I'm not saying this is wrong, but my trading style has changed. So I would normally be looking to take a buy trade right now, okay? Because this is basically a break and retest, right? But after watching the market for I don't even know how many hours collectively over the past few years, but what I would prefer to see now is to see the market pushing down and then reversing below the low, because I know there's more people expecting to buy at this level than there are people that are expecting to buy below this previous low. So I know the market will try and push even stronger just to take out all those market participants who are trying to enter a long trade here. They place their stops down here. So we come down here, we take out those stops, we load up more positions because now there's stop loss sittings down there, but there's also more people, another group of people trying to enter a long trade here. So there are more orders down here than there are here. Okay, so ideally this is what I want to see, and of course we may see that reversal, and we may see, you know, there will be times where price will just simply form a break and retest pattern and will give you the trade, will continue in your direction. That's fine, but you've got to decide what kind of entry you want to make. Right, another way to do it is to enter with half of your position on the break and retest, place a wider stop loss, and then if price drops down and it then gives you the reversal, you enter again with the rest of the lot size that you're planning to do. All right, so you enter half of your position up here, another half down here. So this way you guarantee yourself you're not going to miss that trade. But using a wider stop loss in many cases obviously will ruin your risk to reward ratio. So you've got to decide, do you want to be more patient or do you want to be more aggressive? And I kind of became more conservative with time. Now there's something else. If you get break and retest, you don't enter that trade, price goes back to the upside, retest previous high, it then comes back down, and it then takes out this low, okay, and it then gives you a reversal. Now this would be looking good, but it really depends on price action and the overall market condition, also the pair, because in many cases, if price comes up here after break and retest and it then comes back down to break below the break and retest structure, well, that could also mean that we don't have enough strength to continue pushing up, and instead of that, the market meets resistance and more sellers are now pushing price down if they manage to break below this most recent low, right? So another way to look at this is to say, okay, there's not enough bullish pressure, we may actually see a continuation to the downside. And so yeah, and that's exactly why I said it's a lot more helpful if you've got videos like we do in the premium Telegram channel. Because if, let's say, well, we're looking at the 1 hour time frame, we're expecting for price to go up, and then you look at the same setup here on the lower time frame, you know you should be looking for buying opportunities only. This right here is euro yen. The one that I talked about was GJ, pound yen. But yeah, anyway, very similar setup here as well. So the best way to explain it is, if you're trading the higher time frames, the 4 hour chart, it's best to wait for a pullback. Okay, um, and then you can find a position. And this is what I'm gonna do. If you're looking for trades on the lower time frames, it's a bit more risky. So it's probably best to wait for a pullback. If you get, some sort of a pullback here, then you get the reversal. Well, once that happens, you can then drop down to a lower time frame and start looking for buying opportunities, right? And this is when you're actually going to have a confirmed market direction and also confirmed setup, because you've already seen prices pushed off of previous structure, so you know that right now is the moment that we're going to see that continuation to the upside. Whereas now we have an upside move, but we don't know if there's going to be a pullback or if price is going to continue higher. So if we look at the 30-minute candle, pretty strong candle, obviously. Not that much on GJ. Yep, gold is looking pretty bullish for now. I do like this setup. Okay, that 3 candle formation right here is what I like to see. Now, if this candle takes out this high right here, this is going to be a good signal for price to go even further to the upside. We'll see how it goes. Well, there's more bearish pressure here on pound dollar, but this could change. Really wanted to see euro dollar pushing down below this structure right here. Maybe even slightly below this low right here, and then give me that reversal. That would have been a really nice setup for me. So considering that we have high impact news, and I'm only looking for really good setups, this is probably the only setup that I would take on euro dollar. Otherwise, I'm not trading before the news. To be honest, even pound dollar doesn't look as good. It's a very similar setup, I would say. Obviously, we do have this previous high here as well. Okay, so like this. We've got this structure and we've got this structure as well. So as long as we take this out and then we get that reversal, then again, I'm going to be looking for buying opportunities. But other than that, I'm just not going to be entering any trades. When it comes to gold, I think the opportunity here was on the 5-minute time frame. Like I said, once I saw price testing this level down here and giving us a rejection, considering that we had rejection before, and this time it looks like we have a higher low. Okay, so we've got a rejection down here, we then have a higher low, and then we have another one. So 3 consecutive higher lows. Even though it's on the 5-minute time frame, you can see every time price rejecting as it tries to push further down. This is a good signal. So I was expecting that we're going to see that momentum coming into the market. So really the thing was entering a buy trade here after this candle. I didn't do it because this is quite aggressive, because in that case I would normally put my stop loss, let's say not below this, but below this candle right here. So a very aggressive trade. So if you are looking for those aggressive trades, you can drop down to a 5-minute time frame and you can find them pretty much everywhere. But how long can you do this for, right? Because it is quite stressful, very time consuming as well. So I'm not taking those trades anymore. But yeah, the 15-minute time frame is looking good as well with this bullish candle. Still quite aggressive though. Because where do you place your stop loss? Now, if you place your stop loss all the way down here, I kind of understand that, but that's quite far. And if you place your stop loss down here, this is just not enough. Because the market can easily do something like this, right? And then at the end of the day, you're right about your analysis, but your stop loss was quite tight. So the market took you out and it then went into your direction. So anyways, sometimes we do get an idea and we kind of know what's going to happen with the help of intuition and obviously top-down analysis, but you don't get the entry, and that's totally fine. It happens all the time, to be honest. Yeah, let's check out euro dollar. Well, I'll tell you what, if price continues to the upside immediately, I'm not going to be taking part in this trade, because I really don't see where I can place my stop loss. Now, if you look at the 5-minute time frame, all right, and you are expecting that we're going to go higher from current price levels, yes, you can place your stop loss down here. So you're going to get a decent risk to reward ratio with your entry at current price levels. But for me, that's very risky. Why? Because we can see another additional drop, all right? So we haven't really tested this previous structure, okay? And even if we don't do it, we can still see something like this, right? So the market is going to take you out and it will then go in your direction. For me, this is quite risky, okay? So I would rather stick to the 15-minute time frame, but the only setup that I see on the 15-minute time frame that would make sense to me, obviously you've got this break and retest right here, so that could potentially work. But for me, ideally I wanted to see price pushing down below this structure right here, all right? And then we have another one down here. So anywhere within this area is where I really want to go and look for buy positions. Otherwise, I'm not going to be entering a trade, okay? So again, later on, we're going to have high impact news. So we may see something like this happening then, okay? Or obviously we could see the market pushing straight up. And if that happens, then that's fine. We're going to come back in tomorrow and then look for buying opportunities on euro dollar, right? So this is my view on euro dollar. Very similar thing on pound dollar, like I said. But yes, and I'm just gonna leave these alone. I'm not gonna be looking for trades on euro yen and pound yen at the moment. Although I can already see that on the 5 minute time frame, we kind of have something that could potentially work, but that's not good enough for me. This is one of those risky setups which I don't want to take. So I'm just looking at gold. And I want to see what it's trying to do because I feel like it's going to push higher. Let's check out the dollar index. Yesterday's daily candle was bearish. So let's see what happens. The idea is that we actually see pullback towards the 38.2 here on the dollar index, and if that happens, then that means we're going to see that upside continuation on the majors, which I think is going to happen anyway. Not a lot of movement on gold. Okay, the website is back online. So Mohammed, I'm going to show you where you can find how to join the premium Telegram channel. So you come over to trendlineforex.com. There is a link below the stream. So you click on that link, trendlineforex.com. Then you go to services up here. Then you've got analysis, right? So you've got courses, analysis, and expert advisors. You go to analysis, you go to premium. This is all the information that you need. So everything is explained here. I've also done a couple of videos that you can watch before you decide to join. It's actually one video here on this page, but yes, there's plenty of videos on this YouTube channel anyway. But you can check out this vid if you want to, and then there are the subscription plans as well. right? So we've got 3, 6, and 12 months, like I said. And I can guarantee you that even if you go for the 3 months, you will definitely see improvement in your trading. And if you don't, then you don't carry on with your subscription. That's fine. But I am very confident that your trading will improve. Um, if you join the premium Telegram channel, it's just those analyses that I do here. Um, it's not exactly the same thing that we do in the premium channel because that's where I'm looking at more instruments and I'm paying attention to the higher time frames. So yes, you will know in which direction to trade every single day that you open up the chart, and this is going to help you a lot. So it's all on our website. You can go to trendlineforex.com services. You go to analysis, click on that premium analysis button. Then all the way down here, you can check out the subscription plans. Um, and get ready to improve your trading because it's going to happen in the first 1 week of trading with the premium channel, with the help of the premium channel. I guarantee you trading will become more easier for you. Now I'm telling you, in the beginning of the session, a lot of people got tricked with this bullish move right here. We don't see that much bearish pressure on euro dollar, but you can see pound dollar together with pound yen pretty much erase all those gains from the beginning of the session. We're now trading back at the beginning of this bullish engulfing candle. I mean, if you're going long, this is never a good sign. It's not going to happen 100% of the times, but most cases, if that happens, then we're going to see a downside continuation instead. Now, for me personally, at this particular time, it means do not enter a trade. Don't buy it or don't sell. Just wait for the market because it looks like even the market doesn't know what it's going to do. So why enter a trade? Why risk real money when you don't have a confirmed setup? If I enter one of those trades, I'm not going to be confident. I wouldn't know what to do. If the market starts going up, I don't know whether I should move my stop loss to break even, whether I should close the trade. And if the market goes against me and I've entered a long trade, I wouldn't know. Should I wait until stop loss or do I have to close the trade before that because it's not giving me what I need to see in order for me to keep that trade? See, so that's how trading gets confused. It gets more stressful, and you're stuck because you don't know what to do. That's because people are not taking good, decent setups. They're not waiting for the right setup. So no rush. Always wait for the right setup. You're gonna trade less. You're gonna have less trades every week, every month, but you're gonna have more quality trades, and this is what you need to look for. Now you see, this is exactly what I tried to explain earlier. Looks like you have a bottom, so a lot of people start entering trades here because they see that there is some bullish momentum coming in. They see that we have, rejection wicks, and then they place their stop losses down here. Why is this a risky trade? Well, because this could happen. So you've got the bottom, price starts going up, a lot of people start entering trades, placing their stop losses down here, and then the market comes back just to take them out. Now, we may see that reversal, and you were technically right, because we did have an impulse to the upside, we had a pullback, and we've got a continuation to the upside, right? But before that, a lot of people are going to get burned. So that's why I'm not entering those trades anymore. Quite aggressive trades, there's no point to do that. Let's check out the 1 hour time frame. Well, it looks like gold should be able to continue higher. I like this kind of right here. But again, even though it looks good and it looks like gold is setting up for an upside momentum here, if you zoom out the chart, I mean, what is this, right? You're kind of trading in the middle of nowhere. I mean, if you use those types of stops, if you place your stops down here, okay, kind of makes sense. But those stops are very aggressive, depending on what kind of trades you're looking for, right? Because if you're after a very aggressive style of trading, then you can take those trades, but you must have a really strict risk and money management rule. Okay, so how many of those trades do you take? Because if, let's say, you enter a trade now, you place your stop loss down here, then the market takes you out, but it then goes back to the upside. Do you take another trade? And if you do, then how many times can you do that? So if, let's say, then the market takes you out again and it goes back to the upside, do you take a third entry? Okay, and if you are, then how much are you risking on each one of those entries? So how much can you afford to lose every single day, right? How many losing trades can you afford to have? So money management is obviously the most important thing, together with psychology. But when you are trading aggressively, then money management is probably number one. Otherwise, you're just going to be blowing accounts one after another. Okay, pound dollar currently testing the previous lows. I still want to see it coming even lower than that. Now, if I want to wait for those setups and see what they're gonna do, I'm gonna have to stick around for a long time, and obviously, can't do that. I've got other stuff to do, right? So I'm gonna be ending the session in a couple of minutes. But what is it tomorrow? What day are we today? It's Wednesday, so it's Thursday tomorrow. So I'm gonna do another session tomorrow, and we'll see how the market reacted during the news today. All right. So you've got to be very cautious if you're going to be taking trades before the news. It's probably the most important thing that I can share before ending this session. Okay, I think this is going to be pretty much for this session. Now, for those of you watching, even if you're not watching live, and this is your first time on this channel, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm doing live sessions pretty much every week, a few times per week actually, and I'm also posting other videos in the meantime. So a lot of free valuable information for those of you who are interested in trading the Forex market. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell as well, so you don't miss out whenever I'm doing one of those live sessions. And also make sure to check out the links below this video. All right, you can check out our website, trendlineforex.com. You don't have to pay for anything. We've got a free course. We've got a blog article section where I'm posting out articles regularly, completely free. So check them out. A lot of valuable information in there as well. But most importantly, join the free Telegram channel. All right. So every now and then I may send a potential trading setup, something that you can take advantage of. And like I said, it's completely risk free. It's our free Telegram. We're sending out updates on euro dollar every single day, and not just that, but other helpful information. Whenever we've got discounts, promotions going on, and stuff like that, giveaways, you're going to be notified via our free Telegram. So this is going to be it for this session. Thank you very much, guys, for those of you who joined the session and kept the conversation going. I'll see you next time. And like I said, hit that subscribe button and don't miss out any of the next sessions or the videos that I post out. All right, see you later. Bye bye.